Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Portal 2, now blind. Well, kind of except for this first puzzle, because basically I started the recording, and I took about 15 minutes, and I couldn't get out of this room. So I figured it out off screen, and then we'll hopefully go to the not blind. We'll go to it. We'll go to it being blind very soon, because this puzzle. Okay, I have one thing to quickly say before we get started. If there's one thing this game does really poorly, it's these out of testing area places, because it gives you no freaking clue what you're supposed to do, and it's extremely frustrating. Because what I started, okay, I was like, okay, I go up here, and I was like, okay, I can obviously get a portal down here. Try and make this jump, you can't. So that's all the options. So you're like, okay, well, you can get over here. And by the way, I tried going down here. There's nothing worthwhile over here. The bridge is broken. You want to get over here because it says enter over there. So I was like, okay, well, let's try jumping it from here. Put over here, and you can just sort of fall and make it in through here. But it sort of gets you up here, and then there's nowhere to go. And then I sat there like, what the actual hell? Because the one thing I didn't notice is there's a little slanted part right here. And that's the key to the answer. So what you actually need to do is go over here. I figured like there was a way to shoot through the O over here and get over here. And that's what, so if I sound a little frustrated, you know, spending 15 minutes of recording to not even leave a room is just, I was like, you know what, I have to draw a line for a blind LP and just be like, no, it's the start of the episode, we're not going to just make this stupid. So what you're supposed to do, apparently, I haven't actually tried this yet, is you're supposed to go through here. You're supposed to put a portal there. Hopefully I did this right. And you have to... No. You're supposed to fall into... God damn it. This puzzle is stupid! This game sometimes is... God damn it. This game is sometimes a little bit... I don't know, I feel like Portal 2 sometimes gets a little overzealous with these puzzles. Like, maybe I'm just bad at the game, but, like, I'd like to think, just based on Portal 1, that I'm not. But sometimes it's just not very clear. I mean, yeah, there was the dirt moments earlier were far more derpy, but what can you do? Hopefully good times will be had. This game just wants to make me sad. It just wants to make me sad. This whole puzzle has been so... God damn it! Oh my god, this is the worst. This is even hard. I just don't care right now because I'm actually kind of angry. So let's move on to good times. We wasted 3 minutes already, which is about how long I wasted before I cut it. And it goes through here, and you're through to the enter. So now hopefully we can return to testing because this is supposed to be like the old testing ground. Hello, cave.
Here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally
Yes.
oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure.
I love this
Your
old
test
school
will
aperture.
vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today,
Cave Johnson.
just follow the blue line on the floor.
Very professional.
Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh boy.
Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely.
That's good news.
Is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
This is actually really freaking awesome. This totally makes up for the frustration of the previous puzzle. So, yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing, but we're doing science, and science is good. What is going to happen from here, guys? I wish I could tell you, but we're just going to sort of head in a direction, see where it takes us, and elevator sounds like an option, so elevator. We're going to head our way up, make our way back to the surface. Are we going to have to fight Wheatley now? I don't even know. What is Wheatley going to play into this? I really don't know, but apparently old school testing happened back in the day, and we're about to do this old school, except we have a portal gun. Did they have a portal gun for old school testing? So many questions, so many answers, so many... What happens if I got off there? Well, the world will never know. Just like the world will never know how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. Now where do I go from here? This is also a valid question, but I'm assuming by this that we have to put a portal somewhere. And that somewhere looks like it would probably be over here because, you know, test station alpha. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we have to put a portal over here. That seems like a portal spot, so, that was the worst place for me to put a portal, but who cares?
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests,
yes?
please let a test associate know. Because in all likelihood, if you've cut yourself at
Whoa,
all
no,
in the course
don't,
of these
I didn't mean
tests,
to...
you might have noticed
I'm
that
sorry.
your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline. So all that, if you need to go to the bathroom after...
Oh, these are like different things you can press. Okay, so let's listen to this one.
Know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry.
That's creepy.
For a week, though, start worrying and come see us because that's not supposed to happen.
I kind of like this Cave Johnson person, so let's listen to this one.
If you cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal.
So
we've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline. So all that means is it's working.
Wouldn't that kill you? And so I guess they're trying to like solve the fuel crisis. I mean, that makes sense.
Just a heads up.
Here we go.
Have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test.
Okay.
Honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks.
Oh boy.
What it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Superpowers. I could use some superpowers. Anyways, what are we doing from here? I feel like I need to get over there, but once again, the game's not very clear as to where I'm even supposed to go. But based on this, the over there kind of does seem like a good possibility. I just need to find a place to land, which would be probably there. So, science says we're probably going to want to go back over this way and find a way to do the whole jumpy jump thing over to there. That seems like an option. Okay, so at least I have a very vague idea of what I need to do. I just don't know where this platform, where I can like get enough momentum to jump off of. Or do I? Well, it gives me an option to go down, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Which means we need to fall somewhere, doesn't it? I think that's what, like, I feel like we can fall somewhere and, like, isn't there, like, a place we can land and put a portal? Obviously, we have to get momentum to launch across there, so obviously we need to keep that orange portal there. It's just a question of what now? Is there a place over here? I don't know. Falling seems like death to me, though, so, falling is something that I do not want to do, because it seems like a generally bad idea. I, once again, am kind of stumped, and that kind of makes me sad again, so... Is there a place anywhere else I can put a portal? Who knows? This game, it's kind of made me a little sad now. I'm not gonna lie. Just because, like... Yeah, it's cool and all, but it's kind of frustrating when it doesn't give you a clue. Hopefully if I head down here somewhere... Oh, maybe it'll let us fall down and this is gonna be a place we can put a portal? Okay. Okay. So my hunch is right, I just couldn't shoot a portal through there and it kind of threw me off. Okay. So, you know, that actually wasn't that bad. It is kind of whining for nothing. These jumps are pretty impressive, I will have to admit. Like, the end result is really cool. It's just the getting there. Now I can see why some people were like, dude, don't play this blind, because it can be frustrating to do this blind, but isn't that what a blind LP is supposed to be anyway? I don't know, I'm getting all meta here. But we're apparently supposed to go to Pump Station Alpha, so what are we going to find in Pump Station Alpha? I don't know. I really don't know. But we're going to find out, because it's actually well lit now. Well, let the testing begin, question mark? Because, you know, everyone likes a good testing. I could use a return to testing after all this craziness, in all honesty. You know, stuff has gone kind of shitty. That's cool and all. And a return to testing, that would make me happy. So, I'm not actually quite sure what we're doing and what's going on. I hear things pumping, but I can't particularly see where I'm supposed to go. I don't know what that noise is, and it doesn't make me feel very safe for some reason. So, gel flow. I've heard of gels. Gels are like a thing in this game that's supposed to happen at some point. I can put a portal over here. Why would I put a portal over here? That leads me to bad places, and I don't want to go to bad places. Bad places are bad. That would have been a humongous fail, but luckily for me, I'm not stupid. Okay, so, wandering around isn't going to do us any good. It seems like there's a place to go up here, which, gives me potential. I'm assuming I need to, like, put a portal up here and just make the jump. That seems like a valid option. Can I put a portal here? No, of course not. I'll put a portal over here instead. And we'll make the jump, and we'll see what goes from there. So, put one right here. You gotta remember, this is all simple now, so, okay, can I just, like, fall into this thing? Okay. See, we're making progress. It's slow progress, but it is nonetheless progress. That's good. I'm gonna put this a little higher. Because that will... No. I wanna just sort of make this hop from here. Hop. Good. Good, good. Now, what did this actually... See, where am I? I'm supposed to go over here. Lucky, you are a genius, obviously, but we're going to follow the gel flow, because the gel flow seems to be... Hello, talking's good.
Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch.
Yay! Hey, it's one of those grid things and an elevator. This is good signs. This means I've made progress, and progress makes me happy. So, progress, guys. Hooray! That only was like 10 minutes. Okay, so for those of you who are like upset about it being not blind the past few episodes, the past 10 minutes have pretty much been a summary of what the past 2 episodes would have been. Because that's kind of like this section of the game. I don't particularly like this section of the game. I like hopefully once we get the testing it's gonna be better, but like this between stuff, flash of light. Let there be light.
This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel.
So we have gels now. All right.
By the way, you get the gel.
Yay.
Poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside,
okay.
that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
I'm not sure if I like this Cave Johnson guy, but apparently we have gels. So, okay, I've heard of these before. I have no idea what they do, but, well, that would be a gel right there. So, do we have, like, so I guess it's like really old school testing. Blah, 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 it's blah, 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 blah. Bounce off, so... I guess, you know, we're bouncing. Okay, well the exit's over there. That's obvious enough. Let's just see what this does first. So, boing! It's like a spring. That's pretty cool. What happens if I keep boinging on it? Okay, it keeps your momentum. You don't gain momentum. Wait, you can hold control to prevent bouncing. Okay. That doesn't... so if I jump then? Okay, we can jump off this thing. Can we bounce higher, though? I don't think we're bouncing higher. Okay, so that's a thing. Cool. Did they have portal guns back then, though? Because it seems very portal related. There's a button. I like buttons. And that makes this thing open. But then it makes it close when it doesn't. So, basically, we need to find a thing to hold this down, I guess. So we can't, like, shoot through there now. Of course not. So, well, bouncing seems like an option. Bounce. Up here. And then we get a button up here, so that's good. Okay, I wanted the button. Now this crate's gonna start bouncing. That crate did not bounce very well, but all we need to do... These boxes look different. I like these new boxes. Okay, so we're back to simple testing again. Back to the basics. And you know, the basics are good. I like the basics. So we can put this down here, and then we go... Bounce! I like this gel.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group.
Yes.
They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
I do have to admit, Cave Johnson is a step up over GLaDOS, though. I like him. He's a cool guy. So, do we have to, like, find our way to the next test every single time, though? Because that's going to get obnoxious fast. Like, what am I doing? God damn it. Well, next test is over there. I mean, yeah, I get it, it's all run down and stuff, but do I have to, like, play this silly... Oh, well, I can just go up here, I guess. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess, but, like, I'm lazy. I don't want to be doing extra work. Who are you kidding? Is there anything worthwhile over here? There's, like, a desk and stuff, so there's, like, little bonus areas. There's... Are these, like, typewriters? How far back was this? Did I miss something where, like, it's, like, the old age before... It's before computers, apparently. So, science is a thing of the past. Hello.
Nanoparticles in the gel.
Okay.
In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors.
That doesn't sound good.
Tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Well, I didn't sit on a chair though. I don't really know what's going on anymore. But there's a button over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, go press the button. See what the button does. Buttons usually mean good things. That button opens the door. Okay, that's cool. We need to obviously get to the cube though, because the cube is happiness, and happiness makes me happy. So, what do we need to get in there for anyway? No, I don't want to prevent bouncing, thank you. You don't need to keep telling me that, game. I appreciate your help, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. Can I, like, is there a way to make this jump? Obviously I can't. That's too far. Can I, no, I didn't mean to fall off that. Huh, okay, well, science is a thing. We'll figure it out slowly. We'll take our time. These old tests, well, I mean, they're obviously a step up. Obviously the game is getting harder, which makes me worry because the game's getting harder. But, okay, so that opens up. Okay, it's a portal. So all I need to do is make it, but if I, like, fall off this, won't it, like, get me away? I don't know. I'm gonna, oh, wait. I can bounce from there to up there. That's probably what it wants me to do. So, I'm assuming I need to just, like, no, because it'll turn off. I need the box. That's why I need the box for. So, the question then remains, how do I get onto said thing? The answer is there's a portal thing up here. Okay, we figured that out. So now the puzzle's simple from here. See, I'm making progress, guys. Science is not that hard. I just need to get work. I just need to work back into it. It's a process. It's a process. Well, oh, I want to get the box here. That's what I wanted to get. I was like, what am I doing again? I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, apparently. Anyways, Cave Johnson, though, he's a cool guy. He does tests and he's not afraid of anything. So we put one thing here, we put a thing here, then we go bounce. Bounce. Bouncing's good. I like bouncing. Yes! Oh, there's more testing to be done. However, this seems like a... so what happens if we bounce against this thing? So it brings us back and forth. So we get to do, like, oh my god. This is awesome! This totally makes up for everything, every other frustration. I take it back, Portal 2 is amazing. So we just sort of do a little bouncy bounce thing. Can we stop the bouncing? Thank you. And now all we need to do is get back up here and note that there's a hole there. Holes do not make me happy. I want to put this on the thing. What does this box even do? What? Stop the madness! Stop the madness, please. What did this even do? It put a thing here. Because the exit's over there. Well, now I want to know what's down here, though. Now I'm like, what mysteries do we have down... That looks like death. That looks like death. Death looks like it's down there. So I'm not going to go down there, because death is not something I really feel like doing right now. In fact, I'm actually kind of allergic to death. So, we're not going to do death. We're instead going to just go and, more bouncing, because I like these bouncy things. Repulsion gel's cool. I get the feeling we're going to have lots of different kinds of gels, though. So, let's bounce for science! Success!
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel.
Okay.
We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Alright. Thanks for... I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel safe in the slightest. But there's an elevator here. And elevators make me feel happy and secure. So I have no idea how many tests of these we have to do, but it keeps bringing us up. And up is where Wheatley is. So I assume that's sort of the purpose right here, is to keep going up and head to Wheatley. Now that being said, this seems like a good place to end the video. So, we had half failure, and then we got introduced to Gel. So, I have no idea how to feel about this episode, but it is in fact an episode.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry
bad,
cough,
isn't
or
it?
your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing.
Not
Worst
really.
case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
I don't... What is going on? It's LuckySevenDX. Asbestos. Portal 2. Blind. Goodbye.